This call is now being recorded.
This call is now being recorded.
Wowza.
We said it twice, so now it's official.
I think so.
You know what this is?
I don't actually know what this is. What is this, Marcus?
I'm not sure what this is either, but I think it very well may be the V2V podcast episode 39.
Yowza.
We may be off by a few numbers though, so we're just going to go with 39. We're going to call it 39. It's officially episode 39.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, I kind of wanted to talk about those, first of all, I'd like to talk about the leaks that have been coming out. Whatever those are from some type of lawsuit.
What? The Narvin Marvin leaks.
Yes, the Narvin Marvin ones.
Wow. That's crazy stuff.
It's pretty obscene.
It really is.
But, kind of shows like the level of care that Marvin had for, or Robert had for like the goings on in other places, and how he just kind of set up shop and just made tons of money, in different places and didn't really bother to check in on what was going on.
Right. Do you think that he actually genuinely didn't know what was going on? It sounds kind of like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then again, he may have known what was going on and not cared about what was going on.
Sure.
Because the money was rolling in. So, I don't know if ignorance is a great defense, but that's what it sounds like he was trying to put forward. Like, I had no idea. It's not my responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, the kickbacks, too. The kickbacks that the staff were receiving, too. And,
right.
And how, by 2002, they were rolling. They were making millions per year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So what about it?
Well, I don't know who leaked it, but I do know that it's kind of caused a stir because a lot of kids' names were in it, or victims or whatever, survivors' names were in the actual leak. So I don't know where it came from, but it's interesting. It's just all interesting.
It is. Do you think? I think these things are probably not related, but with the this beginning of new kinds of oversight.
Yeah.
Do you think that is going to have any effects?
Okay, so that's interesting too, because that stemmed from this girl who was in Monarch, who got out and then became a journalist for a prominent news organization in Montana. And then
there's a prominent news organization in Montana?
I guess so. I mean, whatever.
Right. Montana prominent.
Yes, it's read by enough people in Montana for it to be a big enough deal that when you write multiple stories on a place, you start getting all the government riled up, and they end up doing something about it.
Right, like they're like, good Lord, we didn't know what was going on.
We didn't know. Come down here and tell us all about that abuses.
We better enact some legislation.
We got to get regulatory bodies in there to help those young teens. Fuck.
Which is, good, despite, I think, some of your views. At least statewide.
I think it's excellent, and I think that this bill will help close down the ones that are not, abiding by the rules. And I think that now that there's someone else coming in who's a separate organization, who I think it's Department of Health and Human Services are coming in now to regulate.
Yeah, I mean, right, and they've got problems of their own, of course, like
Sure.
any regulatory agency or oversight agency. But
Yeah.
I guess the good thing is that they're going to kind of get a fresh look at what they don't know or suspect. So it's new eyes on the situation, which is good.
Yeah. Well, there hadn't been any eyes on the situation at all for the last 10 years. So it's pretty important, you know.
Yeah. I guess the other thing to think about and understand is how practiced these programs are at hiding stuff, though, too.
Yeah.
Because they have to do that on a regular basis, just in their daily operations.
Yeah.
Making sure that they don't let the truth out to skeptical parents and things like that. So, you know, they put on the whole performance and everything's fine. You know, put out the fruit bowls.
Yeah, but like they also have like a whole team dedicated to doing that with the parents.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
You know, who are working 24 hours to copacetically, you know, erase any guilt that the parents might feel about the situation while blinding them. Yeah. So,
you know, there should be, I think, increased pressure on whoever this new oversight agency is to actually do it or dig deeper.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's, I think, easier to apply pressure to new people, that aren't, haven't been fooled or aren't jaded yet about the whole industry.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think that the whole community of survivors should focus their attention on these things, because if you get one state uncovering stuff, then it will encourage other states to do similar things, especially if they, start uncovering abuses.
That's begun. That's begun in Nevada.
States love to uncover abuses.
Yeah. And
they
so
really do.
that has begun in Nevada with another series of articles coming out about a WASP facility called Horizon.
Okay.
Which, I happen to think is actually the one that James was involved in. Because that's the one near Las Vegas. Yeah. And that's where he was, and that's where he said it was. He said it was outside Las Vegas. And so, this place is being exposed now. I mean, it was way too long an article. I posted it to you, and I didn't look at it either. But,
well, I read a little bit, into the beginning paragraphs, and that was kind of enough. I was like, all right, so I see where this is going. A lot of times with those long articles, no one reads them, and, they catch the headline or whatever.
Yeah.
I think more clear and concise writing is needed. I mean, it's great that this is all kind of on the record, but
no, I agree.
To really be effective, it's better to make short, accurate, powerful statements.
Yes.
That's what we're doing now.
Yep. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. It's interesting. And I think it's one of those fleeting glimmers of hope that we don't like to put too much stock in. But still, any forward progress like this is a really positive thing. And I know that the last episode with Michael Atterbury is being listened to, and so we can just kind of chip away at this. Speaking of state and local legislation, what's up with the whole legalization of mushrooms in Denver?
Hey.
So it's still illegal on a statewide basis and federally.
Yeah, but to harvest as well.
Or decriminalization, pardon me, decriminalization.
Yeah, so it's
this is the route that marijuana should have gone down, right? Like, decriminalize it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It is. It's good. It's an interesting step, and Denver's so progressive, man. They've fucking done it.
They're always have been really kind of progressive. I don't know if it's the altitude or what.
Yeah.
They're up on the mountain.
There's a lot of white people there too.
That's true.
There's more white people than anyone else. And I mean, I'm not saying that makes you more progressive, but it's
well, they have less distractions from the institutionalized racism, because there aren't a lot of minorities there. So
yeah.
So that becomes less of a problem because the brown and black people just aren't there.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's a terrible thing to.
Yes.
It's weird. It's one of those like good thing, bad things. Like, I don't even know where to go with that. But, so they don't have the others, so they don't have to concentrate on, handling the others, so they can deal with white people problems.
Right. And they deal with their white people problems by innovating and being progressive and eating
right. They're letting the white people have freedom.
Yes.
So, but then when the black and the brown people show up, they also have freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Right? That's cool. So, California and Oregon are also looking at this stuff too. I guess there is some legislation either being written or written that is looking at doing the same thing for psilocybin mushrooms.
Yeah.
Because it's not really an issue. And they're declining. I think like Denver was declining prosecution of a bunch of cases anyway. They're like, no, it's not even worth going after. So they decided to make it the least criminal. It's like the lowest criminal offense possible. Like it's like a kind of a citation, maybe, but probably not. One of those deals. Yay!
Yay!
Civil liberties. That's cool.
Civil liberties.
Right? Like, I'm going to do what I want.
I don't know, like, I like Denver, but that weather is just insane to deal with. Like, you don't know, like, it's 60 degrees 1 second, and then in the afternoon it snows like, 4 feet. And then by the next day, that's all gone, and there's thunderstorms. I mean, it's
true.
Just so unpredictable. The topography is horrible there. If they could move that city to here, I'd be happy. Or like right above here,
Right. Hey, you know what else is unpredictable?
What?
Travvy. Travvy's back.
Where?
Travvy's back in the news, at least.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So.
Travvy.
So I got a message from the hot Jew.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah.
And because, she had been getting mean messages from, she called him Grabby too, which is really funny. She screenshotted this dialogue between Grabby, which she called him Grabby.
Yeah.
And then he was like complaining that she's not a real friend because they don't talk on the phone, or she doesn't call him and send him money.
Right.
And that it's hard to be homeless, and that it's her fault that he's homeless.
That's what the screenshot said?
Basically.
Wow.
I mean, there was a bunch of other Travvy type language mixed in there about true friends, and
Yeah.
he's done so much, and
Yeah.
he's just trying to live his life, and his real friends should always talk to him and have time for him.
Yeah.
And then she was explaining that she has 2 kids and 3 jobs and Uber drivers to flirt with.
Yeah.
And that she didn't have a lot of time to call him. And then it came up that, she did call him last night, but that wasn't enough for Grabby. He wanted more of her time.
Of course.
Even though she had just spoken to him. And, yeah. So, I mean, that's unpredictable, but also predictable at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
where is Travvy residing these days, or riding his bike?
I think he's still in Colorado.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I have any indication that he's anywhere else. If he was somewhere else, I guess he would be back in Southern California.
Yeah. Poolside.
Kansas, but he won't go there because that's where his family is, and why would he want to see his family?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The Travvy Chronicles continue.
The Travvy Chronicles. How long can you go without any integrity?
Right.
The Travvy Chronicles.
Yeah.
How far will it take you on no integrity?
Exactly. Hey, a prediction we made came true, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, regarding the Charlie Sheen update.
Oh.
So I guess this is like a sort of a Charlie Sheen update.
Okay.
It's more of a Denise Richards update.
Okay.
She is indeed going to be on Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going to be able to pay her stable fees now. Right. I ain't got the foreskin condoms yet. Right.
Now we can breed more, so I can have more selection of different flavors. You know, ribs for her pleasure.
Yeah, because I remember we were speculating about how she was going to make money, and you suggested maybe like MILF porn or something along those lines. But and I think it came up she could do a reality show, and maybe they heard us and decided it was a good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, Housewives of Beverly Hills is kind of irrelevant now, and it's been on so long that no one. I mean, they have core, but they don't really get new fans. Denise could actually bring in some new fans for them.
Yeah,
you know?
unless everybody has forgotten about who she is, which maybe that's the case.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh, Charlie Sheen's ex-wife. That's sad, right? You're right. She's an actress. Who? Oh, you mean Charlie Sheen's ex-wife?
She has aged?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you have to go back to the Wild Things before anyone even cares about her at all. And there was only one scene, the whole kissing scene with Nev Campbell, and no one cares.
Well, there was that scene, and then there was the sex scene with them and Matt Dillon, and no one cares. But
no one cares.
That film is really good if you do care to see a good film. That's a good plot-twisting film. It's hilarious. It's kind of goofy, but it's fun.
It's very B-movie-esque, and I agree. It's one of those, I don't know if it's so bad it's good movie. It's better than that.
Yeah.
It's
a little bit higher. Yeah.
But you know, the acting is, aside from Matt Dillon, who was a fine actor, you know, the girls are pretty cardboard-esque. That's okay. It kind of goes along with the characters and the double, triple crossing stuff. So it works. Yeah. It's very entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's super great.
Yeah.
Super great.
And plus, if you're a fan of Kevin Bacon and you want to see Kevin Bacon naked, he gets naked in this film very briefly at the end.
Oh,
So hang
right.
on to that. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You get to see full frontal bacon.
Full frontal bacon. I think
Yeah.
maybe that sounds like a good name for this episode. Full frontal bacon.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
I do too.
Oh, man.
So I've been branching out into the world of online dating.
Yeah, how's that going?
Pretty good, I think. So
Yeah?
So last week I had a coffee date with a nice lady, and we didn't really click very well. I mean, it was cool. It was fine.
Yeah.
But then I got called away to work to handle a crisis.
Yeah.
And but it was nice to get out and meet somebody who was a nice person.
Sure.
And
Speaking.
I'm happy to. I happen to have been getting hit up quite a bit by, age appropriate women.
Good.
Yeah, who seem like they got their shit together, and for whatever reason seem to be interested in talking to me. And I've got a dinner date set up for the 15th with a television writer.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's badass.
She's 45 and cute and has her shit together. It's kind of nice. I didn't even know that was possible.
Super cool. Super cool.
I think so. Maybe in 6 months I'll be moving in with a nice lady.
There you go.
I could see that happening.
I do too, actually. I could too. I think you're pretty together now. You have it, you're in a place where you can offer something highly secure, and that's good.
It is different and good, and still kind of getting used to it.
Sure.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is possible now. I can actually meet people that I might have something in common with, or there's a mutual attraction. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took a while to kind of come to those terms, but
sure.
Wow, that was like the epic stick drop. Yeah, I found a drum set.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Colin, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Here, I'm going to recreate the epic stick drop right now.
Okay, but let me do the beginning part to it. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, I remember the worry. How could I forget it's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep the silence up. No, you don't fool me, but the hurt doesn't show, but the pain is too gross. It's no stranger to you or me.
We did it. I think one more, because it's so good.
Okay. Yeah!
Wow, that was a real life rendition of Epic Stick Drop by Phil Collins. So good.
I kind of got to get my shit together myself, and I don't know how to do that exactly. And it's kind of a toughie on my end.
Yeah, well, there's some stuff that you kind of disclosed, or I didn't really understand clearly about kind of what happened to you when you were young, and so I think there should be some consideration in for that the illness that you went through.
Yeah.
And how it affected you. And it's troubling that some of the people that family members and stuff don't seem to recognize that. You know?
Yeah, that's really tough for me. And it's making things really hard because I don't have any way to support myself and I have no way to get up. And it's like, you know, what do I do? You know? I'm going to end up on the street.
Yeah, it's a good question. Like what do you do? And I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So what do you think you're going to do?
I mean, honestly, I think I'm just going to float around and keep doing what I'm doing because I don't see any other way. You know,
I think that's probably a good idea, and what maybe the other people in your life need to understand is that there have to be some measure of acceptance as to what your position is and situation is, and also just kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Because you're not hurting anybody. You know?
No, but I am a burden on my mother. I don't want to be a burden on my mother. You know, I am.
I mean, I guess you can mitigate some of that stuff too, I suppose. Like,
yeah,
with more, I don't know, immediate like fixes to, or you know, small. What am I saying? Like, smaller adjustments to kind of the way you live your daily life that are achievable, that lessen this so-called burden on her.
Right.
You know, little things like just other small kinds of forward progress in becoming even slightly more independent. Like, and I think that she would appreciate that. But I don't know what, you know, only you and her know what that looks like. So it could, I mean, it should be, I think, somewhat of a collaboration.
It's tough, because I don't think they're going to see it that way. And I don't think they see it that way. They see me as capable, and it's just very tough for me.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure.
And I try every time and I fail, and that makes things even worse, and I don't want to fucking do that, you know?
All right. So, but here's the other thing that your mom has, you know, told me directly is that when you try and fail, it makes her want to kind of latch on or further protect you from yourself even more.
Yeah.
And then that troubles her.
Yeah.
But it provides even more of a reason for her not to want to let go.
Yeah.
However, she's, you know, psychically holding on to this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, in that sense, because if you do start succeeding, then she'll feel more freedom to give, at least from her perspective, give you more like autonomy in her own mind.
Yeah.
But then she's going to doubt whether or not it's going to work. And then she'll predict it won't. And then if it doesn't, then she gets to go back to feeling super protective of you.
Yeah.
Right. Which then again troubles her.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. And that's not an easy thing to come to a solution about. But so it really kind of does fall on you to figure out what shape you want your life to take. I mean, you can't put that on her. You can't.
No, I know.
Because it's not her life.
No, it's not.
So yeah, I think, you know, baby steps are kind of in order. Again, I don't know, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
You know, some sort of work, I guess, or I don't know. But I don't know what kind of work you can really handle other than we have to, we've got 2 more years before our fabulous podcast blows up and everyone knows about it, at least. At least.
Yeah.
And, that's not that far away, but it's too far for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a sugar daddy. Be my sugar daddy, Marcus.
I don't have the resources to be a sugar daddy. And I think I wouldn't be that interested anyway.
Aw.
Yeah. I'm not sugar, Marcus.
Oh,
that's weird.
Okay.
No, yeah. That sounds very unappealing.
But I do want to keep doing this. I like doing this. And I think that this is a great outlet for me, and this is a way for me to at least be creative, regardless of how it's viewed by my family members, and
they're using they're using the podcast against you?
Well, I don't think any of them take it seriously. None of them take it
doing that bloody podcast again. What? That's not making you any money.
Philip, quickly shut off the systems. We must close down the internet. They're doing the bloody podcast again, Philip.
Right. Oh, good. I'm glad that that's not the case, because that would be stupid.
No, but it's definitely not viewed as anything serious, and it's just a fad. It's something I'm doing on the
Look at your brother and sister. They're doing something really creative and great.
Yeah, exactly. And she's never listened to my podcast. She's never heard one episode. So, that's a toughie too. It's tough to me. It's tough to me because my brother and sister were given all this adoration and all this, and they deserve that.
Yeah,
they're doing fantastically. But, I'm also trying my best to do something myself, and that's not getting any credit at all.
Yeah. You're right. So I learned a long time ago. This is inner circle stuff, by the way. So be forewarned. Okay, so never expect your friends and family to care about anything that you're doing.
Right.
Because they're not your audience. Right.
Right.
So,
right.
And that's easier said than done, because you want validation from the people that know you and love you, but they're not going to give it to you.
Right. Right.
We've already heard all that. we already know what you're doing. We like it, but we're not that interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's supposed to make you feel better, but
yeah, it still leaves me completely. I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. But anyway, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and just try my best.
I guess it's tough to find stuff to do with yourself besides fapping.
But it's really fun.
That's not going to pay the bills, though. I mean, it could, I suppose.
Oh, come on.
Because you could advertise as a professional fapper.
Fap. I'm the fapper.
It's like like a GoFundMe thing, maybe. You just will fap and send me money.
Yeah, every time I get a blister, I need $10,000. Make it happen, people.
Right. Well, it's kind of more. I thought it was more like just encouragement to keep going. Yeah, because we're behind you. Yeah, metaphorically, maybe even physically behind you.
Yeah, well, I prefer you behind than in front of me. Yeah,
or in front of you, perhaps.
No, that won't work. I get stage fright. Yeah.
Well, what about in front of you, looking the other way?
I still feel uncomfortable. I need you behind me.
All right.
All right. Well,
so maybe you should set up a GoFundMe fapology.
Yeah, I'm sure GoFundMe would like that. I'm sure GoFundMe would accept that and approve. Oh gosh.
Are they against the fappage?
I think they have moral and fappage. Yeah.
There's a morality clause in there about we will not pay for fappage.
There's a no fap consultation.
No fap clause. Fuck.
Clause. That's what I meant. No fap clause.
All right. Well, we'll continue brainstorming these ideas for to get you being able to do something with your pathetic life.
Yeah, thank you. That would really be.
No, I hope that makes you feel better.
Yes, it does. Very
good.
Are you cleaning, Marcus?
What?
Are you cleaning? I heard spray.
No spray here.
Huh.
No spray. I did pick a weed just now, but it didn't spray.
How are your chickens?
Oh, 2 of them came to visit today, which concerned me because where's the third chicken?
Right.
Yeah, they came over and ate some Cheerios and left.
Who do they belong to?
The neighbors 2 doors down.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, they just walk over here and hang out for a little bit and go back home.
Good for them. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's really funny. They just walk right in, and I was like, "Hey, we're here." Can hear them peeping up the driveway. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I think so.
All right, man. Well, this has been Full Frontal Bacon.
Full Frontal Bacon, episode 39 of the V2V podcast.
39.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Yep.
We're just going to go with it. 39.
Yeah.
Full Frontal Bacon.
All right.
And I'll probably put this up today too. And,
cool.
And the Arnold interview too. Because
awesome.
I got my office back in order. It was a mess, so I was having trouble producing anything, but I think we're back.
Okay, and you have to do some light bite music too. Even if I shit on it, you have to do it.
Have to do what?
Light bite music. Light bite 3.
Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely into that too. I just been super busy, but it's definitely on the agenda. Okay. Cool. All right. We'll do this again soon.
All right, man. Bye.